Hi, I'm Gareth Spence and welcome to Tech Talk. At this year's Adtran Symposium, enterprise connectivity is proving to be a hot topic, especially in regards to managed optical fiber networks, or MOFNs for short. To provide details on what's being discussed, I'm joined by Brett van Rooyen from NEC and Byren Meintjes from Adtran. Brett, let's dive straight in. What are you seeing in the enterprise market right now?
There's definitely a big demand in data growth, and that's mainly driven by especially cloud performance and cloud demands, as well as AI. It's the buzzword at the moment, so definitely driving a growth in data. And especially the enterprise market they've got this demand for growth, but they don't necessarily have the skills to integrate all of this into their networks.
How are you helping your customers manage this shift?
So we as a system integrator, we try to be that solution provider for them, providing an end-to-end solution. And that is not only we plan the network, we sit with people like Adtran, which is one of our biggest partners. We sit with Adtran and we plan this network, we design the network, we sit with them in a boardroom, and we provide them an end-to-end solution which will allow them to provide, let's say, an end-to-end service towards their customer, which is scalable, high performance, and flexible, and will also provide them a solution that fits within their budget.
Are skills becoming a big issue right now with your customers?
We're definitely seeing a shortage of skills in the market, and that's not only due to market-related skills shortages, but we also see that because of the demand in growth in capacity in the market at the moment is so high. Even your, let's say, high demand or bigger tier networks, basically, even their teams can't keep up in that demand. So the demand is definitely the demand for data, and skill set is higher. Higher than what the operators basically can keep up with. Yes, for sure.
And is this where MOFNs come in?
Yeah, so MOFN, for short, Managed Optical Fiber Network, is where we as a service provider can provide that solution. We can provide a solution which is scalable, which provides high performance, and it's flexible, it's also complex, and it will allow the customers to provide a solution towards their needs instead of using a shared infrastructure. And they don't have to carry the burden and worrying about the skill shortage because we've got that skills and we can provide them that solution.
Byren, this is a good point to bring you into the discussion. From Adtran's perspective, what's driving this shift towards higher capacity networking?
Well, Gareth, it comes down to how applications are currently evolving. We are seeing a major drive towards distributed high capacity workloads. Yet we're seeing that the customers require simplicity in their networks.
We mentioned MOFN earlier. Can you explain how flexible this solution is for customers?
Yes, IP over WDM simplifies the network by removing a lot of components and bringing the IP layer and the optical layer together. It simplifies, yet it gives great expansion capability. MOFN doesn't necessarily only have to be IP over WDM. It could still be consumed with the traditional transponder business.
And what are the advantages for customers in choosing to work with NEC?
Well, Gareth, it's not just the technology, right? It is the customer experience. When you sell something to someone, you need skills and ability to install. NEC is great in being a partner in that sense because they bring regional skill sets where they understand the region itself and give us the ability to quickly expand into those markets.
Brett, how does the partnership with Adtran help you meet changing customer demands?
Well, Gareth, as a system integrator, we need a partner a vendor that is aligned, right? And this is definitely where Adtran comes in. They definitely aligned with providing us with a flexible solution, something that's reliable, something that scales, and something that definitely provides us with the performance that we need to provide to attend to the customer solution. And not only the complexity of the network, but it also allows us with a long-standing partnership to provide the customers with a solution that addresses their needs.
Final question to both of you. How do you see the market evolving over the next few years?
Well, the market, the demand for data, as we've seen in the market, there's definitely a huge demand for data, right? And it is how customers are going to integrate and how are they going to basically align with that data growth. And that is where the key differentiator is going to be between a normal enterprise customer and somebody that, let's say, partners with us or allows us to partner with them and to provide them with a solution to basically be able to grow with this demand.
Byron, what are you seeing?
From our perspective, we see capacity growth continuing to grow, and customers will have to start looking at integrating all these multiple components across multiple layers. They want simplicity in the network. They require simplicity in the network, yet we need to manage it better. So there will be a bigger collaboration across the space with multiple vendors and integrators to make this successful.
Byron, Brett, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks, Gareth.
Thanks, Gareth.